I'm Fat Mike, and today I'm actually going to do a video game video because it's been a while. So I actually picked some of the games out of my collection that are actually worth more than 50 bucks. I know, that's a little weird, but a lot of the games go for about 50 bucks complete. But before I get started, I want to talk about how I'm doing the pricing. I do not use eBay to price games because eBay sellers are sometimes scumbags or people trying to find a quick buck. I use video game price charting. That is not a plug. This is what I use in my everyday life when I do buy video games. So let's get started. Believe it or not, I do have Conker's Live and Reloaded, but video game price charting doesn't have it as an over $50 worth game. But to my surprise, Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast is on there. This game isn't really the cheapest. Complete, it can go on the collector's market for $81. I love Outrun. The arcade version, the one that came out for Xbox, and this one. Outrun is a hell of a fun game. If you've never played Outrun, I highly recommend that you do. But if you're watching this, you're a gamer and you most likely have played. Next on the list is a game that I had since I was a kid for the NES. It's Bucky O'Hare. Based off the cartoon, this is a very, very hard platforming game made by Konami when Konami made good games. I really find that Konami doesn't make as good games as they once did. So this one stands up through the test of time. It is frustrating. It is a pain in the ass. For pricing the game goes loose for $105, complete in box $255, and never touched by human hands, still in the cellophane. It goes for $330. As you can see, I only have it loose, but still, it's a hell of a good game, and it's a pretty good collector's price if you ask me. Next on the list is an NES game that's complete in box for me and I've had since I was a kid. That game would be Little Ninja Brothers. This game is also cool. Besides me putting it in a protective case, it's also got the original tag. They used to hang it up in the store, but that doesn't matter with the game price. Everything is in here. To the little piece of the styrofoam, to the dust cover, to the book being in pristine condition. This game is the second in the Super Chinese series, where you play as two young ninjas, Jack and Ryu, to attempt the mysteries of the land. This game is a role-playing game, but I really didn't like it as much as I liked Kung Fu Heroes on the NES, which is along the same lines of this game. The fact that this game runs $41 loose or $135 complete or even $359 never touch is a little odd to me because it wasn't that great of a game. But not all the time a great game is worth a lot of money. Sometimes it has to do with lack of production, lack of sales ahead of time, or maybe came out too late in the NES cycle when most people were going for Super Nintendo. Last but not least on my most expensive game lists is Stubbs Adventures on the Game Boy. This is completely different because I don't have the box, but I have the manual in mint condition. Here's the thing about Spuds Adventures. Loose, the game can go for $155.65. Complete, it goes for $3,335. And never touched in the cellophane, never handled by human hands, it can go for $3,500. This game is another good example of games not selling very well and near the end of a console's lifespan. As the Game Boy Color was coming along, the Game Boy Black and White, or Black and Green, was kind of fading out. So therefore, the games were fading out as well. And this was one of the last games to be released for the console. What is Spuds Adventures? Spuds Adventures is a lot of fun. This is a sad reason why this game was never discovered by many people, because it is fun. It's a neat mixture of puzzler and role-playing action, and I really highly enjoy this game. And it's sad that a game like this was never discovered, and not until I bought a bundle and started looking up the games, I didn't even know this game existed, and it became one of my favorite retro games, especially for the Game Boy. It plays really well. I wish I had this as a kid, but now I have it as an adult. So before this video ends, I know it was a short one, but I want to give you some words of advice. This game here, Lego City Undercover. The rumor has it that this game is getting harder and harder to find, and it took me a while. I picked it up last month. It took a while for me to find it. By the looks of it, this might be one of the rare Wii U games. So just a word of advice, if you have yourself a copy or you can find yourself a copy, pick it up. Anyways, I'm Fat Mike. This was a short video. If you want me to do another one of these videos of uncommon games or the other games in my collection, tell me in the comments below. Just do another video. How about that? Write that in the comments below if you want me to do an uncommon game or hidden gems game video for you. I'm more than willing to. This was just to test the waters if you like this video or not. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't because you don't like my ugly mug on your screen, you're allowed to give it a thumbs down. You don't have to like everything on YouTube, especially if it's from Pale Productions. If you want to, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Also, hit that subscribe button for more videos, movies, beverage taste testings, whatever I feel like doing, I do. It's my channel. And until next time, happy gaming, my friends. Thanks for watching.